I'm trying to make a serious video about Grok 2. This is what I've got to contend with. Alright. Can I make a video now? Come on. Come on. Good girl. You would live out all day if I let her. Anyway. Oh, God. That spat. So, Grok 2. I didn't really understand why this was a big deal, if I'm being honest with you at first. Not because it's not a big deal. Massive deal. But because, I mean, have we all just forgotten that there's been technology like Grok 2 out there for a while now? This isn't new, is it? I was surprised when I saw people actually talking about it, because I thought we'd already kind of understood that this was out there. But then I realized, oh no, the reason we're talking about it is two reasons. One, because it's got something to do with Elon Musk, and apparently the internet just has to talk about Elon Musk at every opportunity it gets. And secondly, because, no, it's actually integrated into Twitter. And that does matter. That does matter, because it makes the accessibility, it reduces so much friction between somebody wanting to make an AI-generated image and actually making one. It just cuts out all of the legwork, and you've just got it right there. If you're on Twitter, you're also on that tool to be able to make that content. And so, yeah, I get it. In that sense, I understand why people are talking about it. And I saw a clip from Asmongold recently, and I'm going to play that first, and then I want to respond to it. Because, yeah, I think it's interesting.
So this is insane. You don't even need to confuse the AI to generate these images. Releasing this as an actual paid product without any safety net is going to result in an expensive legal battle for X and Elon Musk.
Context. Twitter just released Grok 2, their new text-to-image chatbot generator. The drama sparked because at the moment Grok 2 has no restrictions or censorship on the user-generated prompts. Thus, a lot of people immediately started bitching about this gross lack of censorship, without realizing they are the ones giving these horrendous prompts to the AI bot, and then circulating the pictures.
So this guy says people are so subjugated and infantilized by big tech censorship, they can't possibly fathom tools without guardrails. It's crazy to me to think that, like, people are so used to being controlled by big companies that now they get angry when the big companies aren't controlling everybody. That's what's so crazy.
It's kind of disheartening, actually, to see that people really do want to be censored. As an initial, like, your initial reaction is definitely that. At least it was mine. When I heard that people were complaining about, oh, no, you can do what you want. Why can't you do what you want? I get it. That was my initial reaction too. I get it. Absolutely. But honestly, I don't think this is really a conversation about Grok 2. But it's interesting, don't get me wrong. It's interesting that Grok 2 is integrated into Twitter. Yes, that does make things a bit different. Like I said, friction. But the bigger conversation, that was a weird way of me saying that. The bigger conversation, I think, here is just the fact that it's AI in general that is our problem here. Let's be fair. And I do disagree in general with what I think is the take of Asmon. Because, I mean, the editor in that video actually says it himself. That people had been putting on the prompts themselves and then sharing them themselves. People are going to do that regardless. If you give people that tool, and that tool is able to create those things, some people are going to do it. Some people are going to do it out of curiosity. Some people are going to do it out of spite. Some people are going to do it just because they want to watch the world burn. But people are going to do it. And so you can't really say, I don't think anyway, that, oh, well, but, you know, they're the ones that are doing it and spreading it. Yeah, but there's also a lot of people complaining about it who haven't been creating those images, but they're seeing them on their timeline anyway. So I think it's a bit disingenuous to just to say, oh, the only people complaining about it are the people who are the ones creating the images in the first place. I don't really think that's, I don't think that's right. And no hate on Asmon, no hate on anyone, and no hate on me, please. Because there's nobody out there, I don't think, outside of the people who are actually in this day to day, who have really thought about AI to the point that they have a concrete opinion on it that they are fully confident in. At least not most people. And I know I definitely am one of the people who does not have a concrete, fully formed opinion on AI yet. Not at all. But don't let me come down on the side of censorship, please. Look, I'm the free speech guy. I'm the guy that says that you should not really be able to get in trouble for things that you say legally unless you really do some fully illegal shit. Socially, it's different, but I don't like people getting in trouble legally for their speech. I'm the free speech guy. I don't like censorship, all right? For fuck's sake. I own a t-shirt that says this. I am not the censorship guy. I'm not the guy coming out here and saying, hey, please, Mr. Tech Daddy, censor me harder, Daddy, censor me. I don't want to be censored. I don't want to be censored. That's not the side I want to come down on. Look, it's not that simple. I can think of already several ways that this kind of technology can be used, and I mean used in really dark ways. Let me just put it this way. And I won't spell it out, but I'll just say this. There are a lot of children online. There are a lot of children online. And I'm not talking about what those kids might see. I'm talking about what the adults might create. Now, to be honest, I don't think you need to go up to the point of talking about kids, though. When it comes to really concerning territory with this type of thing, we've got an example, haven't we, in the past of the internet with... I don't like to do this to the guy, really, because I like him. But the YouTuber streamer Atrioc. He was looking around at AI-generated content, and I don't know how he ended up in this situation. It wasn't a pleasant situation, where he ended up looking at, let's just say, rather promiscuous content of someone that he knew and his wife knew and they were friends with. And that's the thing. Forgetting about the kids. Just think about, like, your sister, your wife, your girlfriend. If they've got images online, and they probably do, they are open to having very dodgy, unfortunate images created of themselves. And I guarantee you, most people are not going to be happy with that, and I don't blame them. Let's just say that you yourself don't care. If someone, like, for me personally, if someone goes out there tomorrow and puts a video or an image up of me on Twitter, and I'm buff stuff, and I'm naked, I know me, that's not me, for one, and two, probably looks better than I actually look in real life, so I don't mind. But let's be honest, that's just my personal view. But if somebody else isn't comfortable with that, and I fully fucking get that, then who is somebody else to say, it's only a thing that looks like a naked picture of you. It's only an image that looks like you're naked and fucking a dog. You're not actually doing that. It's fine. Even though it looks completely realistic and you can't tell the difference. Fine. If somebody doesn't want an image online of them create, like, naked and fucking a dog, then as long as they're not actually having pictures of themselves taken where they're naked and fucking a dog, and then they put that online and then complain about it, they shouldn't really have to worry about one random day going online and seeing an image of them naked and fucking a dog. But that's where we're at now. Anybody could go online one day and go, oh look, there I am. That's me in an incredibly realistic looking image, naked and fucking a dog. Well, shit. And as a counterpoint, what I have to wonder is, if you're going to even attempt to restrict these AI tools to the point where it isn't going to be able to create images and videos like that, I think you'd have to restrict those tools to such a degree that I'm not even sure they would work properly anymore. Because you'd have to limit so much that I'm not convinced that there'd even be a point into them existing anymore. And I just don't think, I don't know if you could do it. I'm sure people will try. I'm sure companies will try. Maybe governments will try. It won't do very well, but they might try. But I don't think you can really have applications exist like this, where you can create pretty much anything your imagination can conjure up, and yet at the same time have it restricted enough so that it can't create some really heinous, nasty stuff. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how that works. Ah, fuck. When it comes down to it, I don't want to be the guy coming down on the side of telling tech companies censors. I do not, but societally, I don't feel like I don't feel like humans are built for this kind of technology to exist on a wide scale. Mentally, I just don't think we're the right kind of way wired to be able to be given these tools and not do the most heinous shit with them. And the thing is, when the internet was first created, there was nothing like this around. The idea of being able to share information and video and imagery on a whim around the internet was amazing, because everything was real. Or at least, if it wasn't real, you had to create it in a way that took skill. And so that acted as kind of a barrier, a protection, because to make something look genuinely realistic, you needed usually a lot of money, a lot of skill. But with AI generation, you can fool 99% of the people, you know, most of the time. And that's only going to get better. But the problem we've got is we can't put this AI technology away now. People are eager, I think, in some places to say, let's just ban it all. Let's ban all of the technology, all the AI technology. Let's just ban it all. That's not going to work. The AI technology already exists. It already exists, and it's not going anywhere. If anything, it's going to just become more widespread. This problem isn't going away. This problem is going to get bigger. The next few years are going to be really goddamn interesting online. I'm going to end the video with a cliche, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it. We've spent so long with this AI technology, seeing whether or not we could create it, that it generally does seem like no one's actually sat down and gone, should we? And now we're here. Now that we've got to the point where it's out there, you can create images, you can create video. That's very believable. And it's only going to get better. I think the answer to that might be, no, we probably shouldn't have. But it's too late. It's already here now. And so we're going to have to deal with it, whatever that entails.